So a lot of times weightlifters will think that they're not making a lift because they're not pulling the bar high enough. I was guilty of this when I started weightlifting. I thought if I could snatch, pull more weight higher off the ground, and I had the squat to go with it, then I could then produce a heavier lift. And while it is true that there is a height requirement to make a lift, it's not really the most important thing. Really what's important is our aim. How close is that bar to our body? If we're moving correctly, that bar can stay close to our body. We'll be able to balance it in our overhead. It'll tie into our front rack. We don't have to fight with it. Okay, and that's what's important. For a long time, I just ripped cleans off the ground as high as I could get them. I would jump under the bar, and I would come up out of the bottom lightheaded. I didn't really know why I was getting lightheaded. I thought maybe I wasn't eating enough. I thought maybe it was just luck, whether I caught it in the right place or not. I ultimately had 2 clean and jerk attempts to get a gold medal in my in Pan Am Championships, and the first attempt at it, I got lightheaded, put the bar down. The second one, I passed out under the bar. When I got back to California, I went to work on my clean technique. I learned how to stay on top of the bar and to keep the bar close. And while I felt like I was getting pulled forward every time I pulled the bar at first, what I learned was I was racking the bar in a perfect spot to catch a bounce and stand up. So now my front rack was better. I was in a tighter, more secure spot as I stood up out of the bottom of the clean, and I wasn't lightheaded in my jerk anymore. So in that example, where the bar is in relation to my body when I try to rack it was way more important than how high I could pull it. I could pull it as high as I wanted, and it would just turn over, fall on me, and put me to sleep. I learned how to clean. I moved better. I kept the bar close. I racked it, and I never had issues with getting lightheaded. In the snatch, this is especially true. If that bar turns over forward, you're never going to balance it over your head. Same thing, if you lean way back and you've got it sent behind you, you might be able to accommodate that and come to balance, but it's way more difficult than if you just have a vertical pull and a vertical punch down under the bar. So if you want to snatch and clean more weight, I'd suggest focusing way less on how high you can pull it and way more on how well you can pull.